Good morning, members, and to our public in the gallery and watching at home or on their devices. Pursuant to the authority vested in me under Public Law 17-22, the Chair calls this first day, second regular session of the 19th CNMI Youth Congress to order. Let us rise for a moment of prayer. I ask all of us to keep in our hearts, especially those who graduated this past month, for blessings as they continue the next journey of their lives and careers. Those affected by the aftermath of Typhoon Mawar, and most especially those who are dealing with the loss of a loved one. Thank you. Before we begin, I'd like to take the time to acknowledge our LB staff, our Youth Congress Clerk, LJ Kostru, the legal counsel, IT staff, and our Sergeant at Arms. We will begin the first order of business. Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Bayut,
Present.
Senator Cabrera,
Present.
Senator Calvo,
Present.
Senator Jacopo,
Present.
Senator Palacios,
Present.
Senator Peter,
Present.
Senator Yumo,
Estiga.
Mr. Speaker.
Okay.
Mr. Speaker, all 8 members are present.
Thank you, Clerk. With all members present, we hereby constitute the quorum to conduct business this morning. At this time, we move to item 2 on our order of business, and I recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Under item 2, there are no journals up for reading or adoption at this time.
Thank you, Floor. We move to item 3, public comments. The floor is now open for any members of the public seated in the gallery to offer comments on today's agenda. Please limit your statements to 5 minutes, and as a reminder, anything stated within your testimony not relating to today's agenda will be struck from the record. The podium is now open. If none, public comments are hereby closed. And since there are no bills to be introduced under item 4, at this time I recognize Floor Leader Peter.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In my official capacity under item 5, I hereby introduce Youth Congress Resolution 19-02 to recognize and commend Ms. Jill Ann Malari of Mount Carmel School on winning the 32nd Annual Attorney General's Speech Competition through her remarkable speech and skills. Introduced by myself and without objection, I would like for this resolution to be placed on calendar for action.
No objection.
No objection. No objection.
Thank you, Floor. As there is another resolution on today's agenda, we will defer the request for the motion to place the resolution on calendar until all resolutions are introduced. Thank you, and I recognize Senator Yumo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I hereby introduce Youth Congress Resolution 19-03, commending Grace Christian Academy for participating and winning the 2023 CNMI Academic Challenge Bowl competition. Introduced by myself and without objection, I would like to ask for this resolution to be placed on the calendar for action.
No
objection.
objection.
Thank you, Senator. There are 2 resolutions read into the agenda today, with both movers requesting that they be placed on the calendar for action. For that, the Chair recognizes Floor Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would like to offer a motion to place Youth Congress Resolutions 19-02 and 19-03 on today's calendar for action. So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Floor. It has been moved and seconded that the Youth Congress Resolutions 19-02 and 19-03 be placed on today's resolution calendar for action. Discussion on the motion.
Ready?
Ready.
All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All those
Aye.
opposed, say nay. Motion carries. The resolutions are hereby placed on today's calendar for action. We move on to item 6, Youth Congress Communications. Floor Leader, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There are no items under item 6, Youth Congress communications to report on at this time.
Thank you, Fleur. And from looking at our order of business with none under items 7 to 13, we move down to item 14. Fleur, you may continue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We have two resolutions on the calendar for action today. The first being Youth Congress Resolution 19-02 to recognize and commend Ms. Jill Ann Malari of Mount Carmel School on winning the 32nd Annual Attorney General's Speech Competition through her remarkable speech and skills. I move for its adoption.
Second.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that Youth Congress Resolution 19-2 be adopted by the Youth Congress. Discussion on the motion?
Ready.
Ready.
If none, clerk, I ask that you call the roll, please.
Senator Bayot,
Yes.
Senator Cabrera,
Yes.
Senator Calvo,
Yes.
Senator Ecopo,
Yes.
Senator Palacios,
Yes.
Senator Peter,
Yes.
Senator Yumo.
Hungan.
Mr. Speaker,
Ungan.
Mr. Speaker, all 8 members voted yes.
Thank you, clerk. With 8 members voting in the affirmative, Youth Congress Resolution 19-2 is hereby adopted. I recognize Floor Leader Peter.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The second resolution being Youth Congress Resolution 19-03, commending Grace Christian Academy for participating and winning the 2023 CNMI Academic Challenge Bowl competition. I move for its adoption.
Second.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that Youth Congress Resolution 19-03 be adopted by the Youth Congress. Discussion on the motion?
Ready.
Ready.
If none, clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Bayot,
Yes.
Senator Cabrera,
Yes.
Senator Calvo,
Yes.
Senator Ecopo,
Yes.
Senator Palacios,
Yes.
Senator Peter,
Yes.
Senator Yumo.
Hungan.
Mr. Speaker,
Ungan.
Mr. Speaker, all 8 members voted yes.
Thank you, clerk. With 8 members voting in the affirmative, Youth Congress Resolution 19-03 is hereby adopted. I recognize Floor Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. With none under the bill calendar, that takes care of any and all legislation requiring our attention and action today.
Thank you, Floor. With that, we move down to item 16, miscellaneous business. I recognize the Floor Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd just like to express my gratitude towards everyone who contributed their time and donations to the Youth Congress Typhoon Mawar donation drive here in Saipan and as well as Tinian. Also, thank you to all my colleagues who made it possible to concur in such a short period of time. Thank you.
Thank you, Floor. Is there anything else under miscellaneous? I recognize Senator Jacopo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I just wanted to share with everyone about a program that as of right now is being finalized and that I'm looking towards making it happen during July. It will include various outdoor activities that will be free to the youth from ages 10 to 17. As of right now, it's still being finalized, and the exact details will be through a letter. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Anything else? I recognize Senator Yumo.
Good morning, Speaker and colleagues. So right now, I'm currently researching for resources, Chamorro and Carolinian storybooks and dictionaries that can be provided to the private schools. So if you guys want to help and lend a hand, then please let me know. Thank you. I yield.
Thank you, Senator. Anything else under miscellaneous? I would like to recognize the Vice Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We'd like to express our support to Pride Month this June. as well as all the events taking place during this month. We look forward to many events that will come. Happy Pride Month.
Thank you, Vice. I would like to recognize Senator Calvo.
So I would just like to talk about some plan that I've been planning for a little while. The Similar to what Aikapo mentioned, I also have a program that I'm working on, and I'm working with the appropriate departments in the mayor's office to have presentations and have people come to the school in RHI and Rhoda to teach. Local artists will be teaching weaving and cultural art, and then the Department of Land and Natural Resources will be giving presentations on agriculture and the Rhoda coffee plantations that are happening in Rhoda to advocate better farming practices, exporting goods, starting an industry in Rhoda, and building product pride.
Awesome. Thank you, Senator. Is there anything else under miscellaneous? I would like to recognize Senator Palacios.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So, something that I want to touch on, similar to Senator Peters, is to really commend all of you guys for devoting your time into the relief drive for Typhoon Mawar. I know you guys were really busy. I saw all those pictures. I thought it was amazing, and it kind of inspired me to do something on Tinian, although the time was short. And with that, I'd also really like to thank Team Coca for helping me gather all of the donations during the Tinian's Ocean Fair last Saturday. And so, yeah, I coordinated with our coordinator, LJ, and I was able to send up the donations for the container that you guys were sending down. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. I do have two things. I would like to wish everybody an advanced happy Juneteenth, and I would also like to wish all our fathers and our father figures out there happy Father's Day, since it is Father's Day tomorrow. So, is there anything else under miscellaneous? Okay, ready?
Ready?
Ready.
Ready. Ready.
Okay, there being none, we move down to item 19, and at this time, I would like to recognize the floor leader for the proper motions. Oh, shoot. My bad. So, there being none under miscellaneous, we move down to announcements. Are there any announcements from the members? I would like to recognize Senator Yumo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm planning on meeting with Dr. Adat, Commissioner of Education. But he will be off island on Monday. I'm not sure when he's coming back, but if you're interested in joining me, then let me know, please. And Tesa Marianas is tonight at 5.
5, 6.
I yield, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other announcements? Recognize Senator Palacios.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As you all may know, it's summertime, and that means 4-H will be hosting another 4-H Camp Megalahi for all of Saipan, Tinian, and Rhoda from ages 5 all the way up to 12. And so for Tinian, the upcoming 4-H Camp Megalahi will be on July 17 to July 22nd, 2023, ages 7 to 12. And we are actually short on camp counselors. So if you guys are in between the ages of 13 to 19, you guys can sign up and be a camp counselor. And you do not need to be a part of 4-H to register.
Thank you. Are there any other announcements? I would like to recognize Senator Calvo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So regarding the students of the Dr. Rito Halcog Enos Junior Senior High School, if you are not aware, after presenting a proposal to the Rhoda delegation, I have secured funding for the construction of an outdoor basketball court to be built on school grounds. Furthermore, the schematics have been created, and I can attest that the invitation to bid is pending. So they will hopefully begin construction the summer of next year, and I will be announcing any further developments during the next session on August 19th. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Senator Calvo. That's awesome. Are there any other announcements from the members? Okay, ready?
Ready.
Ready.
There being none, we move down to item 19. At this time, I would like to recognize the floor leader for the proper motions.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. At this time, I make a motion to adjourn this first day, second regular session. subject to the call of the chair.
Second.
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 It has been moved and seconded to adjourn this special session. Any discussion on the motion?
Ready.
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 All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 Opposed, say nay. All right, the ayes have it. This session of the 19th Cinema Youth Congress is hereby adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Happy Father's Day and enjoy your weekend.